Here's something that I realized this morning. I understand that I have been dealing with resentment, and it just will not go away. Not would not, will not. And I began thinking this morning, and I believe I've pinpointed why. It goes back to when, well, let's go back to when I was 15 years old and 6 months pregnant with my first child, and my mom passed away. When that happened, instantly it was like, okay, what in the world are you going to do now? Because you done went from being a kid to being an adult. Like, you got to figure out how you getting ready to, like, live. So my then boyfriend took the responsibility to make sure we had a roof over our head, food to eat, taking care of us. Now, was he doing that, making that money the right way? No. But he did what he had to do in order to take care of his young family. Once I turned 18 or 19, I then decided that it was time to get my life back on track, because I did not graduate from high school. So I need to get my life back on track. I now have a child, no high school diploma, no job experience, no driver's license, no parents to support me if I should fall. If this man should leave me or I leave him, I don't have no type of security. I don't even have the essentials that I need to get started. So I had a conversation with my then husband about the fact that both of us really needed to do that, and that we could do it if we worked together. Like taking turns. One of us get in school while the other one get a job. So we could do, like, one of us work nights, or we set up the schedule however it'll work, right? So my husband at the time, he was kind of the posture of, if it ain't broke, why are you trying to fix it? Like, this is working right now, why are you trying to bring in change? So needless to say, our relationship didn't work. But for me, I wound up finding through research, I wound up finding a program where I could get my driver's license, I could get my high school diploma or GED, and get a driver's license and get some job skills all in one place. So I enrolled in that program and got everything. I got my GED, I got my driver's license. I actually got a commercial driver's license to drive buses or like trucks. I also got approved to go to college, which I had never even thought about going to college. But I got the opportunity to go to college at the time because I hadn't left him yet. I was in the process of hoping he would change. And besides that, I said I had my daughter and I needed, like, I have no one to keep my daughter. So at that time I was hoping it could work. So I feel like I had just my first kid, but maybe I had both. They're 3 years apart. I'm not sure. So I enrolled in the program, and the program was, you could be in the program for 2 years. So I maxed out the program. I got job skills, I got driver's license, I got all the things. And then when I finished with that program, they had another program. I maxed out everything they had to offer. I maxed out. So in the process of all of that, I'm still trying to figure out, because now I have created a family before I even got my essentials together for life to get started. So how do I fix this? Because even though I have job skills and driver's license and all of that now, because of how late I got started, I'm still behind. And I've always been a dreamer, and I've always just like took rides and looked at nice cars and looked at nice houses, nice neighborhoods, and I always wanted that kind of thing. So I started researching, like, how can I live that type of life? And so I came across real estate, because it's like, how can you make the most amount of money with the least amount of education? Is what I think is what I was really like looking for. And I found real estate, and I was like, oh, I think I could do that. So I tried getting into real estate. Like, you have to go to school, you have to take the test, which is like so challenging. But because I was young, my life was chaotic, I never really had time to dedicate to studying. So even though I tried my best, but I just could never pass the exam. So because my thought process was, if I could become a real estate agent, I can then sell houses. Selling those houses will get me a lump sum of money. And that lump sum of money will give me the opportunity to be able to pay my living expenses and also put some money to the side. And when I get enough money put to the side, I can then start to invest in houses to the point where I can buy like 10 houses. My number was always 10. I can buy 10 houses and have those houses being rented out. And once I get like older, however, like 50s, 60s, whatever, 70s, however I determine, and I'm ready to like stop being a landlord and cash out, I could put all my houses up for sale and sell them. Because back then, I'm young adult. So if I bought a house, they would be pretty much paid for by the time I'm ready to retire. And I could just sell all my properties and live off the money and be fine. That was the plan. So because my life was so chaotic, and I felt like a lot of it was coming from, well, I don't feel like, a lot of it was coming from my husband, who was really upset that I decided to do something different, when all he had to do was do the same thing. So as much as of an inconvenience and a like heartbreaking as it was, because that was my family, right? As heartbreaking as it was, I had to leave him, because he was just sabotaging left and right. Just sabotaging. So I left him, and in leaving, I had to become homeless because I didn't have enough money to live on my own. I wasn't making enough money to live on my own. So that caused me to have a lot of more trauma. And then when I left him, he decided that he wasn't going to just let it go. He was going to find me and make my life a living hell. So that created like a real bad taste in my mouth. So I just decided from that, and in my mom and my dad's relationship, I don't want no relationship because I don't understand how that works. I don't understand the love abuse dynamic. I don't understand that, and that's not going to pay not one bill. That's not going to buy not one house. That's not going to help me, like, because when the rubber meets the road, like, how are you going to eat? Where's the roof? Like, you need a place to sleep. You need to eat. You need, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need love. Love is nice to have, but you don't need that. So I was like, okay, I was already used to like my needs and my wants. I don't want, it's like I stuck to what my needs were because I was sacrificing because I had a plan. So then in the process of that, I meet another man, and I'm like, I know you seem nice and all, but I don't want to be in a relationship. Like no shade, but I don't want to be in a relationship because it's too confusing. And so it's like, okay, well, this is different. So over time, I decided to give it a try. So then through our relationship, now it's like, you know, you don't know what you don't know. So things start to happen that's beyond our control. But the thing of it is it winds up derailing my dream. It didn't have to derail my dream, but it's like, it's not just me. It's me and another person. So we got to factor in both of our plans. And so in me trying to figure out, like, I don't know everything. I've spent my life perfecting the art of making sure I'm not homeless. I did not perfect the art of being in a relationship because I felt like a relationship is optional. And because I didn't, it's like math. I am not good with math. Some stuff I'm not good at. If I really and truly cannot figure it out, I just leave that alone. That could stay, because if I don't need that, I don't need that. That is a want, not a need. So I didn't spend time trying to figure out how relationships work. I spent time trying to figure out how to make sure I'm not homeless again. How to make sure I get to the place where I can get those houses so that I can then see the world. I can then be at peace. I can then leave stuff to my kids. I can then plan stuff. I can really be who I am on the inside. And it's like, now I'm in almost 54 years and I'm resentful. Because I'm like, dang, I keep like letting everybody get in front of me. Everybody is getting in front of me, and at the end of the day, I am going to be left standing alone with nothing. It'd be different if I had something. I have nothing. Like nothing. I don't have no insurance. I don't have no retirement. I don't have no IRA. Like, I have like $1,500 in IRA. Like, I don't have nothing. My stocks and bonds are like $40, $50. Like, I have nothing. And nobody is as worried about that as I am. Nobody. 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 So I really try to be careful about like being in the moment and being grateful, but it is so challenging for me to be grateful when I've spent a long, really, really, really long time with a dream that only I really care about. And the fact that I chose to care more about family than my well-being has got me where I am right now. Like, even when it comes down to managing money, making a budget, making a plan, sticking to the plan, being locked in, because if right now, if something happens to Sam, I have a whole problem on my hands. Because right now I'm working super hard just to barely make it. And that's with his finances. If his finances go away, what am I going to do? How will I make up the difference? How will I make up the difference? And what about my health and wellness as far as doctor's appointments and checkups and all that kind of stuff? And people may say, well, just get a regular job. That's cool, but that puts me in a regular category. Like the regular, everyday, I hate my life, I hate my job, I don't want to get up, I don't want to go in here. But they paying for your medical though. You ain't buying no type of house because you about to just pay your bills. They gonna pay you just enough to keep coming back. And I'm still not gonna have enough money to retire. So then it's like, okay, so you're spending your life working. I'm spending my life working. That was never the plan. And I'm resentful because a big part of me feels like if I would have just followed my mind when I was like, I don't want to be in a relationship because I don't understand relationships. It's not personal. I don't understand relationships. I don't understand why I can effectively communicate with every other person in my life except my partner. I don't understand. I don't understand why I can't have difficult conversations. Like, I need somebody in my life where I can have difficult conversations, where I could be brutally honest, where I need somebody in my life where I can have emotional safety and support. And it's not just me. It's like it's every person that I know that's in a relationship has the same complaints. And it brings me back to, I don't understand relationships. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I have tried every way that I know of to try and fix the relationship, fix the communication, fix the this, fix the that. I'm not giving myself accolades. What I'm saying is, it goes back to, I don't understand relationships. Not intimate relationships. I don't understand them, and they're optional. It sound bad, but they are optional. You don't need a relationship. You need to be able to feed yourself. You need to be able to have a roof over your head. Because I have been in a place where I was homeless and didn't have nothing to eat. And the more you don't have, the less people care. Don't nobody want you around them. You are invisible. When you don't have nothing, you are invisible. I have experienced it, not witnessed it. I've witnessed it, but I've experienced it firsthand. Firsthand. When you're down, when you're the downest, you are the most invisible. I don't care if you're pregnant, if you're young. It does not matter. Yeah, you have a couple people that have a heart, but I need a whole life. Like, I have a whole dream in my head of how I envision my life to be. And it is nothing like that right now. I was frugal for many, 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 many years. Not because I'm a cheapskate, but it's because I initially put myself in sacrifice mode because I understood what I wanted. I would rather not have the shiny stuff so that I can have the nice stuff later. Until I get everything that I'm trying to get, I don't need shiny stuff. I don't need that. I need to be secure. I need to be able to go. I want to go around the world. I want to do mission trips. I want to do fun trips. I want to explore different cultures. Like, that's the kind of stuff I want to do. I want to be able to just get up, and if I have the idea to just go bless some people, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to just sit at home and be comfortable and know that I have so much money in the bank that I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to flex on nobody. Nobody. I don't have to flex on nobody. I'm not interested in flexing on nobody. I just want to be comfortable. Like, comfortable, not check to check. Comfortable, like, for real. I want to be able to, if I want to get up and go fly and see my kid, I can. If I want to send for my grandkids, I can. If I want to plan a trip with the whole family, I can. There's so many things I want to do. So many things I want to do. So much in my heart. So much. And I was willing to sacrifice to get it. And it's like, it's just all backfired because I decided to get into a relationship. It has nothing to do with the person. Nothing to do with the person. It's just the dynamics of a relationship. You have to sacrifice for, you have to factor in another person. So I am trying not to be resentful. And then I'm like, I don't want to get sick because I'm resentful and I can't express it. Because I can't express it without it being taken personally. It's not personal. It's personal to me. It's not that I'm picking apart a person. It winds up being a pick apart because you can't really like just be honest. But it's not a pick apart. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody. I'm not saying I'm smarter than nobody. I'm not saying none of that. I just had an idea for myself and how I would like for my life to look. That's all. It's just how I wanted my life to look. And it's like, damn,